Welcome to Paul's Shop with your host, Paul Seaver. Isn't that funny? Thought I'd start out officially like a show. I got to do something a little different this morning. I have right there a dehumidifier. I know here in Florida, a lot of us use them all the time. And, 24/7, 365, it saves you on your energy bill for your air conditioning. If you have a little dehumidifier running inside your home, it actually cuts down on your energy usage. It helps keep your home cooler. So anyway, but the thing what people don't understand is, okay, you can keep the tank nice and clean. You can maintain it, keep it nice and clean. You can keep the filter nice and clean, okay? But at some point, you gotta get the thing serviced. It goes way beyond these two things. And so I'm servicing one this morning for somebody. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take the whole thing apart and service it and clean it all out and everything, because it's very important. This is where stuff like Legionella comes from. You know, you don't realize that when you're running one of these units dirty, you're making yourself, your pets, your family, anybody who comes in that environment, you're making them sick without even realizing it. So you got to clean them once in a while. I think this one's a few years old. You know, it's in good shape. So we're just going to take it apart. We're going to clean it. And as we're taking it apart, you're going to see exactly how filthy this thing is. So the first thing we want to do is we got to start pulling the screws on it, taking the covers off. It's cold here this morning in Florida, but actually it's starting to warm up a little bit. I'll get rid of my sweatshirt. We got the door open now. Take all the screws out, or just send a unit to me. Although I am not exactly the cheapest guy in town, but as you will come to see, if you pay me to do it, I'm going to do a darn good job. Okay, so first thing we've got to do is pull this back cover off carefully. It's all clipped in there. It's not always the easiest to get it started. Okay. Oh, I don't get these out either. I need to get these out too. There's a couple more behind here that we can't get to. Until we take the covers off. Okay. Now we can get to it. Okay, but this back one's got to come first. The back one's got to come first. This much as I know. Like I said, these things are not the easiest to separate. There's little clips that are holding it together. You just gotta pop them one at a time, and they'll come off like that. So, as you can see, nice and dirty inside. That's what you would expect. It's been used. So for a moment, we're going to set that to the side. We're even going to do so much as take the wheel off. We're going to clean up all this stuff that's in here. We're going to clean up this top grill. I don't know if you could see it from there. But you see it's all filthy. There's no way to clean it unless you take all of this apart. So now we'll take the wheel off. And we'll get this all cleaned up too. You can see it's all full of dirt. It's not super bad because they kept the unit fairly clean, but it doesn't matter. You see that dirt there? You know, after years of usage, you just take it apart and clean it and get rid of all the dirt. Start with a brand new unit again. All right, so we got that. So here's those other two screws we're talking about right here. Oops, the other right screwdriver. Now, I'll say one thing. If you leave these two top screws out when you go to put it back together, you can take the front panel off without taking the back panel off. But if you put these two screws back in here, you can't. So on my own personal units, that's what I do. On other people's units, because I'm going to take the whole damn thing apart anyway, I just put the screws back in. And we got to do the same thing here. And then now, fortunately for this person, I can fix this little damage too at the same time and try to tap it out the best we can. So, and as you can see, it's got some good dirt buildup in there. There's really no way to clean any of this and have it even looking good in your house without taking the covers off. So, okay, so we got that one off, and we got that one off. So all this is pretty clean. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to take a cup and we're going to put it right under here, and we're going to flush this. And we're going to flush it with Organochlorine, Ocean Mist. It's non-corrosive, non-oxidizing, but it is an organochlorine, so it also, since I make it, I have to be careful what I say about it. So it's going to do a really good job cleaning. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so get it onto a mist. Actually, let me refill it. So this is good stuff right here. I guess I should show. Let me get a test strip. So these test up to 1,000 part per million. They're just standard chlorine checkers. What are you two maniacs doing? Just stick it in the bottle here for a second. Nice strong chlorine, but not too strong. So we're looking at about 250 part per million. If this was hypochlorous acid, you're supposed to keep hypochlorous acid at about 200 part per million or less. This, it doesn't matter. There's no regulation on it because it's non-toxic. There's lots of chlorines out there. You don't have to use a toxic pesticide chlorine. You could use a safe organochlorine, and there's nothing wrong with that. Tastes a little salty, but good stuff. I don't usually do that. It's not meant as a beverage. So we're just going to spray these coils out. Get rid of anything that's up on top, whatever. It's all just going to drain out to the bottom like it normally does. This one isn't really too bad. We're not done yet. We're still just loosening it all up. And we're going to take a nice little light brush. We're just going to brush straight down. Get some of that stuff off the surface. That junk off of there. We don't need none of that junk. Get that junk out of there. Okay. We're going to rinse it again. We're going to rinse out the tray. Oh, it's got all sorts of nasty garbage in it. We're going to turn the sprayer up a little bit. Try to get in there where we couldn't get otherwise. Stick our little brush in there. It won't hurt nothing. Just loosen some stuff up so it'll rinse out real good. That's where that screw went. That's where that screw went. All right, that should be good for that. More than good. You see that? That is what came out of the coil. That's nasty. It's not just dirt. That's some nastiness. So that's what you're cleaning out. That's, you know, years of accumulation. But with the cleaner that I'm using, it's very specialized. So it does a really good job. It gets everything out really good. You watch. We'll rinse it again and watch and see what happens. Start with a nice clean cup. Still getting a little more out. A little more loosened up. Oh man. That's what I usually do a couple times anyway. Yeah, it don't look bad now. Got a little bit of a mess down here though. So still a little bit, but not near as bad. But it just goes to show you, and not only that, but with all that dirt on the coils, it's running inefficiently. So it's costing you power. It's costing you power. I'm going to rinse it again because I still see stuff in there. The bottom line is, it's not how many times you rinse it, it's whether or not you got the gosh darn thing clean. You keep rinsing until it's clean. If it ain't clean, it ain't clean. You got to hold the gosh darn thing apart. There's no sense in putting it back together unless you got it clean. It's getting cleaner. I think it probably all looks the same on the video, but trust me, it's getting cleaner. I can actually see through the water now. But it was still dirty. So what does that mean? Spray it again. We're talking about trying to do a perfect job here, not just getting by. Now that's clean. And I'm going to do it one more time. At least one more time. I want it to be super clean. Super duper duper clean. Where's my doggies? Ah, there they are. Whenever they're being quiet, you got to check on them because it's just like kids. If they're quiet, they're usually up to no good. Isn't that right, boys? Huh? You guys are just bored this morning? You guys are just bored this morning? Okay. I'm going to clean this a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's coming out looking nice now. Yeah. Now it's clean. Now it's clean. If it doesn't come out clean, you're not done. You can't say, well, I did it 3-4 times. Do it a 5th time. Do it a 6th time. Do it a 7th time. It's your fault it's dirty. Clean it till it's clean. Alright. So that's the end of that. This isn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you. So then what we do, take and put this on stream, and all these little nooks and crannies, just spray them. Put a towel there to catch the overflow. Just spray them. It's almost impossible to wipe out those little corners like that. You just spray them. And then wipe out the water. It cleans up real fast. Especially with ionic solutions, because that's the way they work. So you just kind of like breaking it loose with the spray bottle. And then the solution, it holds the dirt. Get it out of all the little spots just like that. Not going to hurt nothing. Clean everything up nice. Doesn't matter where the dirt is. If you can get to the dirt, get rid of it the best you can. Areas like that, you just blast it. A little towel behind there. Catch the overflow and blast it. Just blast it. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Comes out perfectly clean. Sometimes you gotta break it off the surface a little bit so the towel can pick it up. Right, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. I'll clean up this side. Dirt out of here. You know, all of this has been affected by organochlorine, so if we put a chlorine checker on this rag, it'll test positive. This rag's not enough to kill that stuff. If it were something like hyperchlorous acid, it wouldn't stand a chance, but this stuff's some pretty high-tech stuff. It can last all day. We know from restaurant usage. Alright. Now we've got to clean up this mess. Yuck. I don't know if you could see it from the video, but this is just trashed. It's just nasty. Okay, that's where all your air's passing through. And this was well maintained with clean filters, but I mean, those filters only stop so much. I'm gonna clean all this out real good. Just like new. Smells nice and clean. Smells nice and fresh. Nice ocean mist in there. Doggies, you guys are going crazy. Hey, 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 at ease. At ease. What is going on with you two? Oh, you guys are just having a good time? We're Frenchies, man. We're just having a good time. Why are you stressing? Why are you stressing, old man? Right? Is that what it is? Okay. All right. We gotta loosen up some of this shit on the top. Toothbrush. That's not working very well. So you tell yourself, well, how the hell am I supposed to get it out of here? Well, here again. This is where blasting it comes in. Except for we need some more blasting juice. We need more blasting juice. Ugh, thank goodness I make this stuff because I go through a ton of it. Oop. Doesn't help when I spill it all over the floor. Look at that. You can pour from one bottle to another, but I can't put a stinking cap on. Ah! What are you crazy maniacs doing? Huh? Alright, so the trick is, yourself a nice towel, put it right there, and blast it, man. Okay. Ah, come on. There we go. Did pretty good. Now rinse it out. Oop, come on back here, boy. All right, in good shape. Should be in good shape. Looks pretty good. And the thing about this is, there's no easy way to take this off because it got electronics up in it. Shit, you put a wire tie on there. Oh well. It's up high enough. Do what I need to do. Let's just get up here. Let's leave that alone. Oh, this goes on the outside. Okay. Inside, outside. Okay. So we'll just leave that alone. We don't want to mess it up anymore. We don't want to mess it up. Okay. Right. So basically the whole unit's nice and clean. Now we got to clean the other pieces. Now we gotta clean the other pieces. So, all we're really going to simply do most of it we're just going to blast because it's the easiest way to clean it. So just take wherever the dirt is and just start blasting it. It rinses off pretty easy with the high pressure. Blast it off. Well, it just rinses right off. With this stuff it does. So, and once you think you got it pretty good, which I think I got, you just wipe it down. You see it does a pretty good job. You're just spraying it all out. That way you get it out of all the little nooks and crannies and stuff. And then you just wipe her down. Shake off, some stuff. I can do that in here because the floor don't matter. It's just kind of creep. You might not want to do that at home. We're just wiping it off, because all we did was spray it, so the best way to do this is wipe it down a little bit. That way you got it all good. And then this one's ready to go back on. That wasn't so hard, except we're going to try to fix this. Oh, this rag's getting too wet. We're going to try to fix this little dent right here. Can't really tell. What needs to happen? clip right below it. No, we might just leave it alone. It's not our problem. I think we shall leave it alone. It is not our problem. We did not damage it. So let's not damage it. So let's not damage it. It looks pretty good, I have to say. Nice and clean. Now, would you rather that was the inside of your humidifier or the way it was when we started? I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer. I mastered the toothbrush in the Marine Corps. The Swiss Army knife of cleaning. All right. I don't think we could do too much more. Oh. You know what we have to do? So we have to clean this wheel. That's the same thing. First we're going to soak her down. Oh my gosh, if you could only see what's coming out in the sink. Oh, it's nasty. But I don't even have to scrub it because it already stopped. So that's good. Now we got a nice clean wheel. We got a nice clean air box. We got a nice clean wheel. So we know all our filter area is clean. Everything's clean. We're not picking up any dirt. We're not picking up any dust. We're not picking up any pathogens. Nice clean wheel. Look at that. Like brand new. See? Okay. So we got to put the wheel back on. I gotta make some room here for a minute. So let's put the wheel back on. Huh. Some kind of crazy ass. Somebody super glued this whole thing together. It's gonna make it tough to get it back on there. What the hell did they do? Got a nasty glue on it. Ready, roo. All right. That concludes that. This has to get this put back on. You gotta be just as easy putting these things back together as you do taking them apart. Once you break something, you're done. I have to get that with the other brush. It's the little things, the little areas. Teeny tiny areas. That I gotta wait until it's dry, because then I'm just chasing the same dirt around. Then we gotta do the same thing here real quick. I don't know if this thing lost me or not. Got a low power shutdown. I guess I better plug in. I got a plug right here, so why not? Let's see. I don't know if that got me or not. Didn't see the thing come on. There's one plug I got, and it only goes one direction. I don't know why. Ugh. Okay. How to plug in a cord 101 when you're not looking at it. Oh, there we go. I don't know, it didn't make any noise that way either. Alright, so anyway, I gotta hurry up and blast this thing out. Get it done, get it back together, and end this video. we just gotta wipe her down. Really need to dry her right. This won't work. Nice and clean. No diseases, no viruses, no COVIDs, no Legionellas, Listerias, Salmonellas, E. coli's. Oh God, who even knows what else there is hanging around, lurking around. RSV, all that stuff, all those particles that are just looking for a host. Guess what? These systems are a host. These systems, when you don't clean them, they become a biological. They're a dual purpose. They're mechanical and biological. Ah, need a dry rag. Yeah. I have to use one of my morning shirts here. I don't care. It's just Ocean Mist. I think I hurt my shirt. Ain't gonna hurt my shirt a bit. You know what's funny about this one? This was very odd. I don't know why it has a spot there, like you could plug an outlet into it. There ain't nothing behind it. Look at it. There ain't nothing there. It would be right here. So I don't know. Maybe that's just to store the cord of the plug, but it's kind of odd. I haven't seen it on any other ones. This is the only one I've ever seen it on. Alright, so we got all of that's done. Now we're going to put the cap back on very carefully. Of course. Oh, hang on a second. Almost forgot these two screws up here. Almost forgot. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Alright, let's try this again. Nice and easy. There, right there. That. How do you know when you got it back together correctly? When it just goes back together easily. Then you know. If you're forcing it, you got something wrong. Shouldn't have to force nothing. Everything should go right back together. That's it. Now it's nice and fresh and clean like a brand new unit. You don't have to worry about nothing in it. So if you have one of these humidifiers and you've had it for years and you haven't cleaned it, time to clean it. You want to send it to me? I'll clean it for you. But I don't know. I'm not the cheapest guy in town. I don't exactly do this for a living. But I'm the kind of guy that never says no to nothing. Somebody asks me to do it for him, I do it for him. But like I said, I'm not the cheapest guy in town either. But anyway, that's it. Now I'm gonna go return that bad boy. Have a good day.